Hello, future engineers, subscribers, viewers, and students. Here is another video about 2D plus as additional example for your preparations to the quiz. So by method of sections, determine the bar forces in the lettered bars of the truss shown below, A, B, and C. So first, we have to sum up moments about 2 to solve for R1. And these two loads, 90 kilonewtons each, can be represented by a single force acting between them, in between them, exactly. And so this is 180 kilonewtons. So since the joints are spaced 5 meters apart, so this distance is 2.5 plus 5, so 7.5. So summation moments of 2 equals 0.1 times 25 equals 180 times 7.5, 2.5 and 5. So our sub one is 54 kilonewtons. Having found R1, we now section these three members here. And to solve for A, we sum up moments about 3. So summation of moments about 3 considering only forces to the left of this section. So we have A times 5 clockwise positive, then plus R1 54 times 10, 5 and 5 equals 0. So A is negative 108 kilonewtons. To solve for B, since A and C are horizontal forces, so we sum up forces vertical. The angle here is inverse tangent of 5 over 2.5. So inverse tangent of 2, that's 63.435 degrees. So summation forces y equals 0, 54, minus the vertical component of B, which is B sine 63.435 degrees equals 0. So solving for BD is 60.37 kilonewtons. Finally, to solve for the bar force of C, we sum up moments about 4 equals 0, counterclockwise positive. So summation of moments about 4 equals 0, C times 5 equals or minus R1 54 times 7.5 equals 0. So C is 81 kilonewtons. So to validate these answers, let's check by using an equation, static equation that is not yet used, summation versus x. So A, which is negative 108, plus x component of B, which is 60.37, cosine of 63.45 degrees, plus C, which is 81, and the sum of this is 0. So therefore, all these answers are correct. So for this second example, by method of sections, determine the bar forces in the lettered bars of the truss shown below. So A, B, and C. So for A makes an angle of inverse tangent of 7.5 plus 1.5 is 9.6 over 7.5, and that's 52.001 degrees. So to solve for the bar force of A, because we consider this section here, and the other two unknowns are the bar force of this horizontal member and this inclined member B here. So when extended, the line of action of this force, horizontal force, and B will meet at O1. So to locate O1, we have to apply similar triangles. That is x1 plus 15, 7.5 plus 7.5, 15, as to the length here, which is 9, equals x1 plus 22.5 as to 9.6, 9.6. Solving for x1, x1 is 97.5 meters. Then, for the solution to the bar force of C later, it should be the intersection between this horizontal member and this inclined member here. When we consider this section here, they meet at O2. So to solve for to locate O2, let's call it x2 from this support here. So x sub 2 plus 7.5, 7.5 as to this, which is equal to 7.5, is equal to x2 plus 15 as to 9. So x2 is 30 meters. Now, because of symmetry, the vertical reactions at the supports would be half of this total load. There are 5 equal loads downward, so 5 times 200 is 1000 divided by 2, so this is 500 kilonewtons upward, 500 kilonewtons upward. The horizontal component of the reaction here is 0 because there's no inclined load or horizontal load. So to determine the bar force of A, we have to sum up moments about O1 so that this force will not be involved in the moment equation and B is also not involved. By the way, B makes an angle of inverse tangent of 0.6 divided by 7.5 or 4.574 degrees. So again, summation of moment about O1 equals 0. A has two components horizontal. The horizontal component of A passes through O1, so don't mind. Only the vertical component, which is A sine 52.001 degrees. So vertical component of A, clockwise positive, is A sine 52.001 degrees. The moment arm is x1 97.5 plus 15. Then plus this 200 here, 200 times quantity x1 97.5 plus 7.5. Then plus the moment of this 200 kilonewton load, 200 times quantity 97.5 plus 15. Then equals the moment of this reaction, 500 times 97.5. So solving for A is 59.22 kilonewtons. Since this is positive, it is tension. Then to solve for the value of B, we sum up moments about this joint here so that this horizontal force and A will not be included in the moment equation about this point. So B has two components, horizontal and the vertical. The vertical component of B passes through that point, so don't mind. So the moment of the horizontal component of B about that point counterclockwise positive is B cosine 4.574 degrees. That's the horizontal component of B. The moment arm is 9, 7.5 plus 1.5. Then we have plus this 200 here times 7.5. Then equals 500 times 15. Solving for B, B is 668.8 kilonewtons. Since it is positive, it is also tension. Then finally, for C, we consider this section here, sectioning here. So there will be 4 forces involved, bar forces. This member here, that horizontal member, A and C. So we sum up moments about O2, the intersection of this, of the line of action of this bar force and the horizontal force. So for the bar forces, A and C will be involved. So clockwise moment as positive, So it is C times x to 30 plus 15 plus the vertical component of A, which is 59.22 sine of 52.011 degrees. The moment arm is the same, 30 plus 15, which is 45. Then plus the moment of this load, 200 times 30 plus 7.5, plus the moment of this load, 200 times 30 plus 15, 45, plus 200 times 37.5, 30 plus 7.5, then equals 500 times 30. So solving for C, C is negative 80 kilonewton, so it is a compression number. Then we check these answers by summing up forces Y for this section here. So 500 minus 200 minus 200 minus the Y component of A, which is A negative 50, minus 59.22 sine of 52.001 degrees minus the Y component of B, so minus 668.8 sine of 4.574 degrees. Summation versus Y is 0, so that means these answers are correct. So that's it for this